A report published by the Central Bank of Nigeria shows the banking industry's average net liquidity has decreased to 300.68 billion naira in August 2023 from 562.04 billion naira in the preceding month. The moderation in liquidity has been due to the auctioning of CBN's bills, FGN's bonds, NTBs, and also cash reserve ratios, CRR debits. The amount of CRR debited by the central bank from banks in Nigeria varies depending on the specific date and the bank's individual circumstances. The current CRR in Nigeria's percent, and of course this means that banks must keep at least 32.5% of their total deposits in a non-interest bearing account with the CBN. Mukhtar Mohammed, CEO Asha Dynamics Solution, joins me to unpack this latest development. Thank you so much for your time, Mukhtar.
Thank you.
All right, now, has the fixed income market been profitable or rather rewarding to Nigerians?
Well, if we're talking some maybe 2 or 3 years ago, that was it, but it has not been so much rewarding because the returns on fixed income until recently, when we had this present administration, has been very appalling, and so a lot of investors, because those rewards were not able to meet up with inflation. So at the point we have fixed income instrument at 6 point something%, when that's to 7-10, but now I think we're doing about 18%, and which again, when you look at that by other market instruments. So you see a lot of investors have left the fixed income space. Only those that are looking for safe haven after making their money in some other investment definitely want to come to the fixed income space. But as it stands now, it has not been very rewarding in the fact that it does not give you so much return comparable to beat up inflation. But again, the fixed market space is not to beat inflation. The fixed market space is to make sure you maintain your net worth, whereby you earn something on it, and make sure that it's almost virtually like a risk-free type of investment.
Now, let's talk about auctioning of assets like CBN bills, FGN bonds, and the NTBs responsible for the scarcity of cash in the country. Do you think that all of this auctioning in any way could have been a reason for this particular cash scarcity being experienced in the country?
Not at all. Not at all. These are done digitally. And there's no how you go and make a trade because it's still controlled by the index, NGX. So there's no how you go to make a trade and you're going with cash. It has to be done electronically. So that's not there at all. It's not something that the CBN can tell anybody that, oh, it's because of the auctioning, that we are rather the auctioning bringing a lot of liquidity into the system rather than take liquidity, but just that this liquidity sometimes being mopped up by CBN to use it to fight against inflation. But saying that is the reason why we have cash sources, I don't think so.
All right. Now, the CBN said that there were interventions in the money market through the conduct of open market operations, that's OMO auctions, in the review month. Now, what impact did this particular move have?
I think that move saw the market move from, like I said, from a low of about 7% to a high of about 18% now. It was due to that move by the CBN. So definitely had a very positive impact on investors. And also, I think it has a positive impact on some of the foreign investors that were actually trickling into the country because they feel safer being in that safe space of the OMO window. So definitely it has its impact, and you saw that impact by the rate high that has gone up again. This year we might see, based on the budget, the government will be doing a lot of borrowing through the equity market, and they are definitely going to be that of through bonds and treasury bills. So definitely we expect activities to be up heavy in this space in the coming years.
Now, talking about Nigerian investors, are they able to earn in dollars now, or is it just Naira?
Well, presently, Nigerian investors are earning in Naira. Again, there are other dollar-dominated instruments in the equity market, but as it stands now, it's only one company that have a dollar-dominated instrument, and that is Seplat Nigeria, that still pay investors in dollar. And then EcoBank, they will pay in safer. Safer is different from dollars. So definitely, there's not much of it there, but ordinary it's a Naira market, so you don't see it's out of place to begin to see dollar. And that's why most of us are saying that when the NGSA want to start attracting dollars, you can only attract dollars into your economy, and then you have to change it to Naira, because the bonus, the NGS, is not trading on dollar, it's trading on Naira.
But to what benefit? Is it beneficial to the economy that, of course, it's local currency as against the dollar?
Well, it depends on how you see it. Remind you, I'm not saying that the dollar doesn't come in. The dollar will come in, but you have to trade on local currency. So the dollar still comes in, but there's no equity that is priced on in dollars. That's what I mean. It
Okay.
should definitely be priced in Naira.
Okay, now the stock market has actually been showing some impressive figures of late. Now, has the fixed income market had such returns like the stock market?
No, not at all. The stock market seems to be the only place where Tinubu economic policy seems to be working magic. As of today, it has done a height of over 38% in terms of return. And then when you compare that with the fixed income space, like I told you, it's doing 18%. So it's far cry. Ordinarily, it used to be the fixed income space that does this type of return. But again, with the revaluation of the currency and local Nigerians playing the stock market, most of them are not playing the fixed income space or the OMO option space, which are normally played by the bank. And those people that play the treasury bill space or most of the fixed income space are normally the foreign direct investors or portfolio investors that tend to collect this loan from their own land for single digit, and then bringing into the fixed income space for safety, and then get about 12 to 13%. But because this two-way exchange system is not there, most of them have exited the market. And so that's why you see that there's not so much activities on the fixed income space. The equity market has been the toast of investors because of the price of some of this equity by the return in terms of dividend payout and also capital appreciation.
All right, Mukhtar Mohammed, CEO, Asha Dynamic Solutions, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me. Thank you.